guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Backwater Entrepreneur Podcast and Show, the show that guides your business from the backwaters to the global marketplace. For those watching on YouTube, welcome to my home studio, and I hope that everybody can hear me okay, no matter where you're listening from, whether it's SoundCloud, iTunes, or YouTube. And I do apologize for a little bit lesser quality video in that sense. So I'm not always in a situation, nor nobody's always in a situation to have the perfect studio conditions for every episode. But my goal for the Backwater Entrepreneur Podcast and Show is basically not to miss a week of the show. So my goal is, I started this a couple of months ago. So we're now on episode 14, and including 3-4 specials we now had. We're going to continue having specials, and I'm going to have one new episode a week, no matter what. It's going to happen every Monday, and it's, sometimes going to be shitty video, sometimes going to be no video. But the main point is I want to keep the consistency of the content, and I hope you like it. So let's get into episode number 14. And in episode number 14, I want to talk to you about something I noticed in working with a couple of different companies and regarding project management, and how important is project management for every organization. Now, a lot of people are, they all think they know project management. They all do some sort of project management. And there are a couple of levels of project management that, are different. So, you can do project management in a sense that you're using some sort of a technique or tools or, organizing stuff in a way that's helping your company, have a sense and have a hold on each and every project that they do. So whether you're doing Agile, Scrum, you finished PMI, PMP, Prince, whatever it is, you're using tools such as project management tools, Active Collab, Basecamp, Asana, Trello, whatever it is, project management, I want to keep this on a much higher level. So project management is something that helps your company and you yourself do projects. Everything that you do is a project. Every client is a project. Some clients have many projects. Maybe your one client has one project, but you can call everything that you do a certain project. You get a job, it's a project. It has a process, and it has an output. It has, you can do internal projects, you can do marketing, you can do stuff. And with these projects, managing them in a good way, having a clear way of communication within the company, as well as clear, communication process with the clients, as well as a clear process for everything, whether it's internal or external to the clients. And by internal, I mean, for example, the way we use a certain service, or the way we set a marketing campaign, to the way we do lead generation, to the way we transfer knowledge to a new employee. So everything is a process. So having those clear processes defined and using tools that can help you monitor, internal or external projects enables the entire company, from the employees, the outsourced workers, to the management, the CEO, of having a clear picture of what everyone is doing. And even by automating some of the processes, you get to optimize that project management and running the entire company. Now, why I'm mentioning all this? Because I thought that this is kind of common knowledge. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've just dropped into it because when I started doing this professionally, I did it because I liked doing other stuff in my part-time jobs, and I consider myself an organized person. And it just came natural to me with one company, second company. I started using tools to help me do stuff. And I thought that companies that exist for, there are IT companies especially, and exist for, 5, 10, 15 years, this is kind of common knowledge. Everybody's doing this. Now, to my surprise, not everybody's doing this. People don't have a clear way of communicating. People don't have a clear way of using projects. And people, go on in whether there are small teams or big teams, in changing people without having a way to kind of transfer the knowledge and the experience of people, or of the person who is leaving, to the person who is coming. And that's terrible. You get into so much, time lost and time wasted and energy wasted in training new people, explaining new processes, doing stuff over and over again without having a clear way to control it. That's just, waste of time and money for a company. And again, so I found that many companies lack most of the things that I'm talking about. Not maybe they have one or two things. Maybe they're using a project management tool, but they're not using a internal communication tool, or they don't have a clear process in place, or maybe you don't have that process of transferring the knowledge to a new employee, which is solved by having an internal wiki page, for example, with what I saw at one company, which was brilliant. And these are all processes that, can help a company. And if you don't have these things in place, you're losing time and money. And no matter how big you are, no matter if you're a one-man company, a two-man company, or, you have 1,000 employees, you need to have some sort of processes in place. The more of you are there, it's going to be much more important to do that. But it also goes for one-man companies, because them, especially if you are a one-man show and you are just hiring one person, how much more energy do you yourself spend apart from running the entire business, running the clients, running the projects, and then training that new person into everything that he or she is supposed to be doing? So that's, like energy times 2, times 3. So think about this. Think about, am I using a clear process of internal communication? Am I using a clear process of overviewing and managing projects? So, for example, once we onboard a client and the projects goes into, operation mode, whether you're producing something or doing a service or selling something. So does your team know what they're doing on every stage of the project? And does the management have a good overview of that project, of any project, whether it's internal or external? External, I mean talking to clients. Internal, I mean internal projects such as marketing, branding, whatever, training, whatever. Do we have a process of transferring new knowledge and training new employees in the processes we already established? So, for example, I want to hire a person. I need somebody to do lead generation. Why don't I have a document which outlines 5, 6, 7 ways I already tested and know how to do lead generation? And then, no, I don't just give him the document. I train him for 1 or 2 times, and then I give him the document so he can circle back and have something to review each time he has a question before he comes back to me. So it's a tool that helps people. And it's not a tool that I give somebody, let's teach somebody how to do email campaigns on MailChimp, and my, documentation is the help page of the MailChimp service. No, my documentation is how I set and how my company sets the marketing campaigns, and what do we pay attention to. So step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you need to do this, and literally do a check mark. For once you do all the check marks, you send the campaign. And it's a reminder. It's a reminder on how you want to do business for somebody. Think about starting an internal wiki page. You can do that through a wiki, through Atlassian, through some sort of a internal wiki or KIP. I'm going to leave some links in the section below. Do you use a project management tool? Basecamp, Active Collab, Asana, Trello, whatever it is. Do you use internal communication tools such as Slack? I came into a company, all they use is emails, up and down emails, and Google Documents. And, whoever is CC'd in the emails, if somebody clicks just reply instead of reply all, the whole communication, falls apart. So apart from having an internal chat such as Slack with different channels, or it's, whatever chat program you want to use. So think about having a clear process. And guys, I'm going to do this. I'm going to extend this topic to a series of episodes, and I'm going to deep down into each and every one. So I'm going to do an internal wiki page explanation. I'm going to do project management tools explanation. I'm going to do internal communication explanation, cloud storage, whatever it is. I'm going to do this because I think this is a very important topic. by the way, I'm going to open a whole new vertical in the company, project management consultant, helping people optimize processes and automate things, because I saw it's no matter where you're from, people don't use things. Project management tools, communication, CRM systems, wiki pages, whatever it is. Without these systems, without having a clear process, you're losing time and money. Think about this, and I'll talk to you on the next episode of the Backwater Entrepreneur Podcast and Show. Until next time.